in case of emergency.
I'm going to give you a short answer to a long question. Treating him just like Simeon.
That'll work.
I think I heard some chuckling back there in the background.
Jim?
Okay, Mike, we got Cam Batson on the Zoom later, coming up after you. What have you seen from him and his development this year, and what kind of a weapon does he give you in a couple of different areas?
I mean, I think Cam just loves football. He plays hard. His team's important to him. Plays a lot of different roles for us. Has done some stuff in the kicking game, and has played different positions offensively. And he's been early on in the season, was inactive or on the practice squad, and then we brought him up and, really try to make a spot for him. And again, he's just been continuing to develop, and, he's the type of person that whatever you need him to do, he's willing to do it for the team.
John Glenn?
Mike, what have you seen from Darrington Evans and Christian Fulton as they're progressed here, and could either of them be activated as early as this Sunday for the game?
They could be.
Will they be?
Probably not.
Okay, and I guess along the same lines, anybody you can rule out?
Adoree and Jonnu will be out.
Thank you, sir.
Gentry?
Yeah, Mike, as you've kind of looked at the Browns this week, is this team more than most similar to what you guys want to do in terms of scheme and also mentality and how they like to play?
They're playing from ahead. They've been ahead in most of these games, in the second half, and they're sticking to really what they know and what they do, which is just run the ball very effectively, mix play pass and boots, and they've been really good in the red zone in both sides of the ball. And so Kevin's done a great job with those guys, and they seem to respond and understand how they want to play the game. And the offensive line has really dictated that they can do that.
Teron?
Yeah, Coach, along those lines, with that passing game, the play action seems to work really well for them. What is it about that play action do you feel makes Baker Mayfield or helps make him a more efficient passer?
Well, I think just the better that you run the football, the better that the play pass works and complements each other. And then also, his ability to move outside the pocket. And, he has no problems throwing the ball, going to his left and getting his hips turned and, hitting some big plays down the field. So that's something that's going to show up in the game. You just have to be ready for it. And it's unique, but it's something that they believe in and continue to work and rep.
Is there anything that stands out about how well he's taken care of the football? I don't think he's had a turnover in maybe a month or so, at least 4 games.
Right. And again, they're in the position where that they can run it 40 times and throw it 22. They have control of the game. And I think that Baker realizes that this is the recipe and that, they're +5 or 6 in the turnover margin. They're playing very complimentary football. And that's a good recipe to win in football games.
Thank you.
Drake?
Yeah, Mike, in terms of the Browns, it seems as if going down later this week, there have been some talk from Kadero Hodge and even Stefanski, their coach, about wanting to kind of see the Titans as not necessarily a team that's, unbeatable or a super team, quote unquote. What do you think about how they're trying to use that, especially on the player side?
Drake, I don't know how long you've covered the Titans, but I can only coach one team at a time. I have a lot of respect for how they play. We're certainly far from a super team. You should have just asked me. I'd be the one to tell you. but we do have a lot of respect for what they do and how they play. And it's going to be a huge challenge with these guys coming in on Sunday.
Luke?
Mike, has Adam passed the concussion protocol?
He has, Luke. He has. I apologize for not mentioning that. And you know how seriously we take any injury, but certainly one that would involve, going through and working through the concussion protocol. So, we don't put any timetables on him, and he has been cleared, and we're hopeful and excited for him to play in the football game.
Chris Harris?
Mike, Mike, I think he said me. Could you talk a little bit about Jeff Swaim and what he's been able to contribute over the last game when he's been called upon?
Just a player that we worked him out in camp and really appreciate it. Enjoyed the workout. He earned the right to be on this football team, and he's really earning the right to continue to play meaningful snaps for us. And you can put him in the backfield. He plays a couple different spots. He's at the line of scrimmage. He's moving around, and he's catching it when we throw to him. So I've been excited to work here with Jeff, and we'll see where it keeps going. But I think the guys enjoy him. I mean, they like having him on. He looks like a good teammate, and he's always been ready to take advantage of his opportunities and even help us on the kicking game as well.
I need to enunciate better. Terry McCormick?
Mike, with Adam Humphries returning, this will be the first time in a while that you've had your top three receivers available. How much can that help you in terms of just being able to do what you want to do in the passing game?
The more guys that we can get back, Terry, the better. Certainly at this point in the year, nobody's 100%. So, just continuing to try to find ways to put guys in positions that can help us win and help us score points.
Jim?
Like you've had, I guess, several instances this year where players didn't practice and then play on Sunday. What's their week leading up to the game when they're not on the practice field, and how impressive is that a guy can go out and execute without being on the practice field during the course of the week?
It's a lot of meetings, a lot of mental reps, and we're just trying to. Everybody's got a different plan to try to get ready for Sunday and what each player needs. And sometimes based on health, guys may get a few more days off, and that changes each week, and that changes based on who the player is. And so guys that can do that, obviously lock in during the week and know what they're supposed to be doing and put a lot of extra time in meetings and studying film and their assignments.
All right, Coach, that's a wrap. Appreciate your time.
That's a wrap. Thank you.